This is the story of a king. A king that had strained and suffered his entire life to reach his ultimate goal. A king who time and time again was thrown obstacles in his path. A king whose desires led him to a fate that he was not prepared for. And because of these desires, he led his people into a period of conflict. A sea of fire and chaos laid at his feet. For the obstacles that objected his ambitions, he had waged war upon.
So, it's come to this, hero of time. Our fated duel is finally at hand. No one can come to your aid now, not even that accursed princess of yours. No one will be able to hear you scream either. That Triforce of courage of yours will go well with my other two pieces. Now perish like the rest of your kin! Ah, yes. That fateful day where I had finally reached my destiny, and Hyrule had fallen under my control. If only it had all gone exactly as I expected it to. Huh? What do I mean by that? It's a long story. I suppose I shall bring you up to speed on my past. My rise to power all started here in my home, the Gerudo Valley. I ruled over this land as King of the Gerudo. At the time my ascension to power, we were little more than a tribe of thieves. But the desert was a cruel mistress, rarely giving and constantly taking. Between the searing heat of the day and the frigid winds of the night, it's a miracle my people had not gone extinct. As King of the Gerudo, I was tasked with ensuring the safety of all my kin. In an environment as harsh as the desert, this was an insurmountable task at times. But then my attention to the land east of the Gerudo Desert, the land of verdant fields and abundant water, the Kingdom of Hyrule. War had consumed Hyrule a decade prior, so their fool of a king was quick to accept my proposal for an alliance. With his blind trust in me assured, I was free to put my plans into action. Thanks to the unwitting assistance of a foolish princess and her chosen hero, I managed to claim a third of the prize I sought, the Triforce of Power. It took longer than I expected it would, but I eventually tracked down the Hylian princess, and after a pitiful resistance on her part, the Crest of Wisdom was mine. All that remains now, the Crest of Courage. I admit, hero, you made a worthy opponent. You certainly put up a fight, which is more than I can say for that pathetic Princess Zelda. Now, the blood of wisdom and courage will be on my hands, along with their respective Triforce parts. Yes, at long last, the Triforce parts will be reunited. And Hyrule, no, the entire world shall soon know its true master. This feeling. What is this? This should not...
The Hylians were a fairly underwhelming opponent. I almost wish this war was more exciting, if that makes any sense.
All that matters in the end is that we've won, and our Lord has claimed his prize.
Speaking of His Majesty, he hasn't been seen since the battle is won. Have you heard anything, Captain?
Now that you mention it, I haven't. I had merely assumed he wished to rest following his triumph, so I didn't wish to bother him. Could the hero have dealt more damage than we initially thought?
Captain Satifa! Captain Satifa!
What is it, soldier? Are the Hylians mounting a counteroffensive?
No, it's His Majesty. There's been it's... Oh, just follow me, and hurry!
What's all this then? I demand to know what's... Huh?